You guys prep for this, don't you? Alright, they pull up the word cloud, here it comes.
Just go to demo.kinetica.com/word cloud. There you go.
No one's seen what I'm putting in. No one knows what the password was. So here we go. So here's the word cloud demo.
Which may or may not have been created for one of the parties.
That's right. And so basically it's showing you all the hot topics, and you can see the colors correlating with those hot topics, and then you got positive and negative running here as well. So we did set, you can actually do NLP on positives and negatives across trends. Now again, it's the same data set, but of course this is the data set here that people care about. And so we're actually doing this for one of the parties so that they can actually see what's going on in real time. I think this is done in Caravelle. It looks like Caravelle to me, do you know?
That sounds right. It's either Kibana or Caravelle.
Yeah, this looks like Caravelle, so I've been playing around with it. But again, you see how quickly
Those
you
with
pull it
fonts,
together.
just type in Trump again, but the word cloud on the right will just recalculate associated terms based on what you search for. So you can figure out how people view him in a certain region, certain time frame, what comes up with his name. And then all the negatives at the bottom left and top, bottom right.
Oh yeah, so the negatives. So let's not
So the
look at
scores
the
between
positives.
-1 and 1.
I'm going to turn the positives off. Let's see what the negatives look like. All right, this is useful. It's crazy, right? So I've been coining this. I know the term is out there, but it's analytics at the speed of thought, right? You're not bound by, I didn't say enough of this stuff up front, but you're not bound by predetermined questions. So when you design schemas for databases, you have to design for the questions people are going to ask. Because I'm sure some of you have experienced it where a runaway query hits, someone runs something that breaks the index and it completely downs the database. In this world, there's no indexes on any of this stuff. It's a flat table, you saw it. It's just tweets. There's no indexes on it, there's nothing. It's brute force calculation with GPUs. Right, That's exactly right. That's exactly right, right? So it becomes an opportunity for businesses to take advantage of what's going on in the world, what's going on with their business now versus yesterday's news, right?
So what's intriguing to me is if you combine the ability to do this stuff with pumping data into a learning engine, right? And then that's crazy.
Just train your model exponentially faster.
Yeah.
Yeah. Questions do you guys have?
What's the patent that you guys have that makes your company unique compared to maybe another database?
So the patent is the GPU acceleration. So we probably didn't get into the crux of it, so let's get into the crux of it. We use system RAM to store the data in memory because obviously you can store more, right? Because GPU cards don't have as much. So we store it through the RAM and we pass it through the PCI bus to the GPU and back. So that's where the patent lies, is that GPU acceleration. And again, knowing what workloads to pass through it, because not everything goes to a GPU. So that's the patent that we have a patent on today. That makes us unique. What makes this super interesting, again, is we're solving the fundamental problem of compute. You see, we just did this on 6, and these aren't even high-end boxes. To be able to have that kind of horsepower at someone's fingertips, it's not even a rack. So I know what a Teradata looks like. It's a huge rack with InfiniBand and high-speed everything that costs $1 million+. And these are 15K boxes that are sitting in our data center. This isn't even here. It's in our data center that are getting across the Wi-Fi. Yeah. Yes, sir.
How tall will the heels be on an Orange?
That's a good one. How tall the heels be? I don't know. I hope that it's not. Well, it depends on who's out there. I hope it's strong. Yeah, interesting. What other questions you guys have? Is this useful?
How do you sell it? What does it cost?
I'm not a sales guy, so you can talk to Jeff. He'll tell you.
We charge a price on the subscription per gig held in memory. So if you're doing a terabyte of data in memory, then we charge you on a yearly subscription. Its list price is $300 per gig.
And it doesn't matter how many nodes that's in, right?
Doesn't matter how many nodes. So that could be, an IBM power box with a terabyte of RAM, or it could be multiple terabytes, or it could be a 256 gig box or 4 of them. However you guys want to deploy it. And it's highly scalable, so you can start out with, 2 machines, and you can add in 2 more, 10 more, 100. We have a large retailer, just went from, 10 nodes running in production to, they're now going to 110. So it's very scalable.
$300 is
Per,
month?
per node, per year,
$300 per year per gig?
per gig, yeah. That's list cost. Now, we
We're
are.
a small company, we play this game called Name Your Price with the customer.
This is our VP of Worldwide Sales, so he has a little bit more pricing power than I do, but we're willing to work with companies to get our name out there, show that the solution, and potentially do some kind of a marketing engagement.
Could you imagine if it was priced per GPU, number of cores, be like Oracle? To have some kind of, it's a K40 or K80, be sick.
What's your number one market?